y'all fools got to move up a little closer.
We got another lady coming right now.
Oh, my bad.
So.
I'm sorry.
We've lost money. We've lost money on you and Carol. They won't come. They won't show. They don't care. They're not going to show.
You may be packed out. Well, I asked them, they said.
No, it's the three Bobsy girls. What should we expect? I'm not expecting anything other than this.
That's pretty true.
The guidance counselor comes. Oh, he's the guidance.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Well, I was trying to keep that from coming in because I didn't want people slipping in the camera. I did the food tracks, but Alan had cases at work because I got here so super late.
How's your family? Everybody doing good?
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and neighbors, we have 3 vacant seats in the front. If you'd like to fill those in, yeah, reach into your jeans and pull out those greens. Or Kyle can sit by himself. I don't know why you guys are so offended by Kyle.
You might want to ask people to put the live stream. You might want to ask people to put their phones on airplane mode.
No flash photography, or actually, I don't really care. You're gonna flash before. Wait a minute. I don't know why we're flashing all of a sudden. I was talking about cameras. Now I'm very confused. Huh. Hey, Alan. We're live on the World Wide Web, aren't we? Good. So, Mom, Dad, sorry about that last part. So for those of you that don't know me, Shane, what are you doing, buddy? You gonna? I'm just. Well, I mean, I don't mean to be boastful, but it most certainly does. As it turns out, all 4 people showed up to listen to me, so 4 more, yeah. So, all right, Shane doesn't want to be seen on the internet again after that last time. I'm going to play you some songs and tell you some stories. These are a bunch of songs I've written. And this first one is about a girl that I may or may not have met in this very town. And if her dad could see me now. Well, I'd known you 10 years or more, long enough to buy a girl a ring. But you went and broke my heart, and now all I got left is this bottle and this old 6-string. But I'm a singer of songs, I'm a teller of tales, one to always order one more round. And I ain't got that money like your daddy do, honey. I got just enough to get to the next town. And now, darling, on the day you said we were through, he cried as I walked out the door. You said if you ever get it together, come back, maybe I could try once more. But I'm a singer of songs, I'm a teller of tales, one that always orders one more round. And I ain't got that money like your daddy do, honey. I got just enough just to get to the next town. Yep. be lying if I said I don't think about you now and then. But even the preacher gives the devil his due. Well, I wrote you so many sweet loving songs, and this one is my goodbye to you. 'Cause I'm a singer of songs, I'm a teller of tales, one that always orders one more round. And I ain't got that money like your daddy do, honey. I got just enough just to get to the next town. Oh, I ain't got that money like your daddy do, honey. Well, I got just enough just to get to the next town. Cheers, indeed. It might seem a little awkward that I'm like got mics and stuff in front of me and they're not really amplifying anything here. We are recording this event and as well as putting it live out to the world. This is Mom and Dad, this is a protein shake. I suggest... Oh, goodness. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and neighbors, I write songs that your parents will love. And to be honest with you, I mean that in a very good way. So, for what it's worth. So this is a song called Farmhouse Parking Lot. Years ago, it seems like a lot of years ago now, me and my brother Stephen Pinson, Derek Payne, well, there's a whole lot of really cool people that work there. But anyway, one night my dad came down. I was playing in the restaurant, and then out in the amphitheater, like hours and hours later, after a whole series of opening acts, Willie Nelson was playing. So I called my dad, and I said, "Dad, you got to come down to Nashville. I'm opening for Willie." And he did. And he had a fantastic time. He had never gotten to see Willie live, and that's something that I'm proud to say that I helped Ken Bailey do. But at any rate, there was a girl there, a nice little sundress, she worked in the gift shop across from the restaurant. And way out of my league. Or so I thought. Anyway, but she was at this particular concert as well, and she kind of kept dancing in my general area. And at one point, my dad said, "I don't think she's dancing around to get my attention." It didn't end well. You'll notice a theme throughout the night. Anyway, this is called Farmhouse Parking Lot. Well, the first time that I saw you, I had trouble finding words, 'cause you're the kind of beautiful that can make a heart just burst. T-shirt and your blue jeans at the top of the stairs. You go 100 miles an hour when you ain't going anywhere. But you were like an angel from a long unanswered prayer. I was hoping you might notice me, and I was trying not to stare. So I took a risk and I kissed you in the farmhouse parking lot. Yeah, you said, "Just be careful, boy, I'll only break your heart." Well, I knew I should know better, but I threw caution in the wind. Took my chance and I doubled down, and here we go again. But you were like an angel from a long unanswered prayer. I was hoping you might notice me, and I was trying not to stare. looking for a way out, and I was the better man. But I knew if you had to choose, you'd always stick with him. So I pushed and I pushed till I pushed you away, pushed you back into his arms where you are today. But you were like an angel in a long unanswered prayer, and I was hoping you might notice me, trying not to stare. Darling, as I'm leaving, here's the lesson that I've learned. If you want to dance with the devil, child, don't cry when you get burned. You gave him your heart, you gave him all those years. You gave me just enough hope just to give me all these tears. But you were like an angel from a long unanswered prayer. I was hoping you might notice me, trying not to stare. Oh, and you were like an angel from a long unanswered prayer. And I was hoping you might notice me, trying not to stare. I like you guys.
We're easy.
Yeah.
Well, John is.
That's information I could have done. How we doing over there, Alan? People of the World Wide Web still tuning in? What do we got? 17 million people looking, I'm guessing. And we got Shane over here. We got Alan over here. We got Jeremy back there checking to make sure I don't get too loud. All right, fair enough. All right, cool. Well, listen. So this next song, I'm a bit of a nomad, and part of that was because initially because I had to find health insurance, kidney transplants, whatever, that kind of stuff. But I went to visit my parents in Oklahoma, a little bitty northeastern town of Veneta, Oklahoma, which is one of the best towns in America or in the world. Not just because my parents and my Uncle Bo and Liz and Brian Mayer, I'm just name dropping right now looking at the camera, not just because of them, but also because of the legendary Pilgrim Presbyterian Church, where my father is the pastor, as well as the Shoutin' Sack. Greatest gas station ever. In fact, Kyle knows about that. Kyle couldn't catch a fish out there on the land where we were fishing. There's water there, which makes sense. Wasn't having a whole lot of luck, and so then I got a Shoutin' Sack hat, and I think the same day, caught a fish. Yeah, absolutely, as you should. Anyway, I was mentioning that I've been a bit of a nomad in the past, say, 6-7 years, and before, really. But I am my father's son. Pretty proud of it. But the way I got to Maine was I'd lost a job, actually at the farmhouse, and was looking for a gig, doing anything. And I got a gig waiting tables at a restaurant there near downtown Nashville. and I met a guy named Michael Downs. And Michael Downs put, quote unquote, the franchise tag on me within like the first week, and we've been very close ever since. And he also introduced me to a guy that he, at the time, always referred to as Spanish Johnny, who was from Maine. So you can see how that would happen. At any rate, I got to meet Johnny, and Johnny was the one that pushed for me to get the job that enabled me to, frankly, still be here tonight. And so thanks to Mike and Johnny. Anyway, so never had a younger brother. I always had an older sister who's also awesome. But I always wondered what it would be like to have a brother, and I've made a few of those throughout the years. And anyway, this is a song for two of those brothers. This is a song for Mike D and Spanish Johnny, and it's called "We Were the Ones." We were the ones, hearts on our sleeves, doing anything we could just to stay true. Stories to tell, heaven and hell, scrawled across our skin in fading tattoos. There are nights we can't remember, there are those we can't forget, but it was no retreat, no surrender, and it hasn't happened yet. We were the ones. We were our brother's keepers, like so many whispered prayers and hidden scars. We made our wishes over us out underneath all of those Tennessee stars. With those nights we can't remember and the ones we can't forget, but it was no retreat, no surrender, and it hasn't happened yet. We were the ones. We were the ones. These hours stretch forever, like the miles in between, but the distance is no further than the promises we keep. And we turn toward the horizon for the stories yet untold. And we promise never to grow up and pray that we grow old. With those nights we can't remember and the ones we can't forget, but it was no retreat, no surrender, and it hasn't happened yet. We were the ones. Yeah, we were the ones. With those nights we can't remember and the ones we can't forget, but it was no retreat, no surrender, and it hasn't happened yet. Thank you so much. You're very kind. Of course, I knew that going into this, so it makes it a lot easier. So this next song is, I did one song that wasn't about a girl so far. We'll see if that trend continues. So this song's about a girl. This was the girl that I dated in high school, and I was absolutely certain that it was over and done. I was a kept man, so to speak. And as it turns out, she and several other people had different plans, but anyway, this is a song called Almost There. It's not that bad, Kyle. I remember you and me beneath a small town summer sky. I held on to your hand, you held back on mine. We pledged our love on them old back roads in my granddad's old Ford, never thinking about how summers end or the fall we were heading for. No, we were almost there. We were almost there. Somewhere between forever and a broken heart. And we were almost there. We were almost there. Somewhere between forever and a broken heart. Young hearts, they beat wild and free when they've never been broken before, never thinking that the wind that carries them could be the calm before the storm. We were old enough to know better and young enough to still believe, but forever looks so different when you're only 17. Oh, we were almost there. We were almost there. Somewhere between forever and a broken heart. We were almost there. We were almost there. Somewhere between forever and a broken heart. When your family moved away, you tore my heart in two. I sold my granddad's Ford for wheels I thought would get me back to you. But no matter how far I travel, well, I just can't find a way to turn back the hands of time to when you were mine. Not the one that got away. Back when we were almost there, we were almost there. Somewhere between forever and a broken heart. Oh, and we were almost there. We were almost there. Somewhere between forever. Broken heart.
Hate the story, love the song.
Noticing, yeah, well, yeah, exactly. There's a theme building. Why do I have my phone on me? That's an absurd. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there, though. So I'm going to play you some songs back to back. I'm going to go ahead and get this one out of the way. This is my mother's least favorite song that I've ever written. And I don't think she thinks it's necessarily a bad song. She just wishes someone else had written it. This is a story of a young kid who ended up in a Well, you'll hear it throughout the story, but she looked like Molly Ringwald, and she had a Sex Pistols tattoo on her right shoulder blade. What was I going to do? Her name was Rose. Although in her profession, I'm not sure that I got the real name. That sounds terrible, just so everybody listening knows. This person was a pastor, and, you know, I mean a nun, Well, I first met her at 17 in a bar off of Music Row. She smiled at me quietly and she said her name was Rose. And for $20 she would show me all the things I'd never seen, and take me to where a young man goes when a young man goes to dream. You might say the bloom was off the flower. You might say the flower wilted and died. But I know a boy turned into a man in the hands of a rose one night. She said she came from Kansas City with a guitar and a song, but nobody in Nashville listens. It didn't take too long. She was standing on these tables, selling out her pride. But you can't have everything she is, 'cause you can't have what's inside. And you might say the bloom was off the flower. Might say the flower wilted and died. But I know a boy and turned into a man in the hands of a rose one night. She's made of pills and cigarette ash and bottles of cheap red wine. I'm made of busted dreams and old rusted guitar strings and years and years of wasted time. But now I'm down in Nashville and I got these songs to sing. Like she said, nobody knows, ain't nobody listening. I'll sing them until you hear me. And hell, if no one ever knows, I'll leave this world a happy man for that one night with Rose. Oh, and you might say the bloom was off the flower. You might say the flower wilted and died. I know a boy turned into a man in the hands of a rose one night. Well, I know a boy turned into a man, tangled up in the thorny vines of a rose one night. Yeah, that's one where I got to disagree with you. That's a phenomenal story. Sorry, Mom. And Dad, and yeah.
Only Daniel knows for sure.
Let's see if this sucker's still in tune. If not, we'll have to take a break to tune. Who wants to do that? Oh, nope. Yep, that's the one I was looking for. I get all particular about picks. That's an interesting phrase. Anyway, I had to get the right one for the song because I'm a professional, right? Clearly. So this song actually came out on an album in 2001. It was called, the name of the album was, follow me here, gets a little weird. The name of the album was Daniel Bailey. Because that's the level of my creativity. But I used to go to school before I flunked out at a place that at the time was called Paducah Community College, Harvard on the Hill, you know, the usual. And my parents told me, they said, well, we'll pay for a semester and we'll see how it goes. And even before they got my grades, they got a letter that was addressed to me that they opened, cordially inviting me not to come back the following semester as I was on some form of, what do they call it, academic probation? But while I was still attending there, I drove all the way over there. And it took me like 7 minutes. And then I got there, and it was just started pouring down rain, and I thought, well, clearly I can't go to class. So I went home and I wrote this song instead. And kids, stay in school. Also, I think I won. So this is my mother's favorite song of mine, so I do it for her. I went dancing in the rain today, thinking of the things that I could say, like saying, well, all I know is I would be alright if I could just be with you tonight. Go riding in a mild car, chasing dreams in California stars. I went running in a lightning storm. Thoughts of you that keep me warm. I was thinking all I know is I would be alright if I could just be with you tonight. Go riding in a mountain car, chasing dreams in California stars. everything's gonna be alright. Oh, in dreams, yeah, you're here by my side. Gonna be with you tonight. We'll go riding in my old car, chasing dreams in California stars. Hey, now we'll go ride my own car, chasing in California stars. I appreciate that. So does my mom.
You're gonna get there, Daniel.
To California or what? Oh, well, I don't even know. I mean, that seems a little hot for. I don't know. Should change that. Kentucky Stars or something. Let's see. Oh yeah. Already there. Good deal. Wrong song. Boom, look at that. I tune like a beast. So I played my mother's favorite song. Everybody still awake? You good?
I want to hear Paradise.
I wish I could.
I know you can.
I can't tonight. I will tomorrow night. So, you know, tonight there might be people watching this live through the internet who want to tip via PayPal.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm doing all originals tonight. I'm not getting paid for somebody else's music because then I'll get in trouble. So I lived in Paducah for from basically 6th grade through when I quote unquote graduated from Lone Oak High School. I look back on it, and there were at least like 7 classes that were mandatory that you take to graduate, and I didn't take, I don't think, any of them. Which either says that they thought I was just brilliant.
Yeah, that was it.
Or let's push him on over to PCC. But before that, I lived in Lexington, Kentucky, and I lived in at 2035 St. Matilda Drive, 269-8219. If you need to give them a call, they won't let you go look at the house. I've tried. And it was in the Idle Hour subdivision, and. Anyway, this is my dad's favorite song of mine. So, I mean, feel free to like it as well. And Tommy was 6 years old, sitting down by the creek, when he told me he was in love with a girl named June. But anytime she'd come around, he never said a word. And I'm guessing June never knew. And Sarah was the first girl to ever break my heart. She kissed me beside the playground swings. My head went full of funny, and my eyes went full of stars. Both of my knees, they quit on me. That's back when we were kids. Back when today meant getting old. Take me in your arms and sing soft and low. Saint Matilda, won't you sing me back home? Jason was a quiet kid from a broken family. Lived with his grandpa down the road. And his mother did her best to cover up what we all saw. And why she went back, I'll never know. And Chris lived around the corner, and we were cowboys out on the plains, watching out for passing cars and bringing in the dogies. We never lost a single one, holding tight to our handlebars. That's back when we were kids, back when the day meant growing old. So take me in your arms and sing soft and low. Saint Matilda, won't you sing me back home? Well, Kenny thought he was the coolest because he was older than all of us. He did have a leather jacket and he smoked cigarettes. And I'm pretty sure that he stole my first bike, but it's been 32 years and I ain't proved it yet. And Robert was the bully in my old neighborhood. Well, he used to scare me half to death, until the day he hit me in front of all my friends, and I thought, I wish I'd have known that's all you had. That's back when we were kids, back when the day meant growing old. Take me in your arms and sing soft and low. Saint Matilda, won't you sing me back home? 'Cause we'd waste our idle hours trying way too hard to grow up fast, as if growing up would grow us free. Lord, I wished I could get that freedom back. From back when we were kids, back when the day meant growing old. Take me in your arms and sing soft and low. Saint Matilda, won't you sing me back home? Take me in your arms and sing soft and low. Saint Matilda, won't you sing me back home? Well, I'm going to attempt a song that may not, well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, this is only going out on the internet, so who's watching? I had a brother, but really, to be honest with you, a guy that I just looked up to immensely and respected a great deal. And he had finally gotten back on track and graduated from Sam Houston and was going to law school, and they threw him a party, which they should have, because nobody saw that one coming. At any rate, yeah, he at that party there was an accident, and he didn't make it out of that. And years ago, I wrote a song called "Springtime Blues," and it's a very sad, mournful song. And then I realized that that's just not his style. So I'm going to try and see if I can get through this one. I wrote him a new one. This is cleverly titled Springtime Blues Part 2. So Brenda and Patrick and Rebecca and John, if you're listening, Sims, if you guys are hearing this, I hope you dig it. March is coming to her bitter end. April's almost here, and she seems to tear out another piece of my heart with each passing year. I could write you 1,000 sad songs about these springtime blues. Brother, if you don't mind, I thought I might try and write one more fitting for you. Oh, well, I wish I could have seen the look on all the doctors' faces on the day that you arrived. I could never seen an angel come screaming out of heaven, riding on a great ball of fire. And I remember you from when I was a kid, coming up, you were the coolest cat I'd ever seen. It looked effortless, like you couldn't care less, like a modern day James Dean. Well, Patrick didn't last too long up in Ohio. He came home to where the grass is blue. He got himself a good woman and 2 good kids, named the first one after you. Oh, and I'm not saying that his heart ain't aching, no, you're always on his mind. But at least while you were here, your message was clear. You better try and have a real good time. And so we raise a glass to you, my friend. Try not to worry what you might have been. Until we meet again, this one's for you. I got the springtime blues. Take that, Eddie Van Halen. Well, Brian seems to be doing all right these days. Yeah, he's living up in old Georgetown. He finally got himself that wife and family he was always dreaming about. And anytime we get together, it don't take too long. We start talking about days gone by. But at least while you were here, brother, your message was clear. You better try and have a real good time. So we raise a glass to you, my friend. Try not to worry what might have been. Until we meet again, this one's for you. Got the springtime blues. Yeah. Brother, you know me well enough to know I never grew up, man. I'm lucky just to be alive. It took a dance with the devil and a second chance before I finally realized. But I'm still dead broke, just living on hope, looking for stories that rhyme. But as for me, now I can guarantee I'm gonna have myself a real good time. Oh, and raise a glass to you, my friend. Try not to worry what might have been. Until we meet again, this one's for you. I got the springtime blues. Well, this is another one I'm going to try, and I may not get through. I got through that one, so I guess, we'll see.
Now it's a rock show. Drop deep.
Yeah. There's a rock show in that last song, man. You're just listening to the wrong rock and roll. I mean, I don't want to say this to the entire world on the internet, but basically I just ripped off Jerry Lee Lewis, but I couldn't play the piano. So I actually wrote this song months and months ago. And I was told that this, that's a political song. And respectfully, I had to disagree. This is, to me, it's, for the place that I wrote it from, at least, and I guess art is given to the people, and then they make of it what they will. But for me, this was, to be honest, I wrote this song for myself. Because I needed to hear it. So I don't want this to be taken, and normally I don't tell people how to take my music, but take it or leave it, There's a lot of people did. That's interesting. But at any rate, this is a song I wrote from, it kind of just fell out on the paper. And it was more or less just one that I needed to hear. And then my dad heard it and said, you need to play that all the time. So, this one's for you, Dad. Well, you and Bernie. But it's not a political song. And for those who blaze the trail and grow weary of the fight, you should know our time has come. For those who came before us, and for those who held the line, you should know our time has come. Stand up tall and raise our voices in every nation, in every tongue, and tell the ones who would lead us by promising fear, we're not afraid, no, our time's come. And for those who lack the courage to fight the wars they wage, you should know our time has come. And for those who rattle sabers from the safety of their thrones, you should know our time has come. Stand up tall, raise our voices in every nation, every tongue, and tell the ones who would lead us by promising fear, we're not afraid, no, our time has come. And to the secular believers, and to the atheists and the preachers, you should know our time has come. To the Christians, Jews, and Muslims, we're all sisters, we're all brothers. You should know our time has come. To stand up tall, raise our voices in every nation, in every tongue. Tell the ones who would lead us by promising fear. No, we're not afraid. No, To the last of the dreamers, you should know our time has come. And to those who speak for justice, even though their voice may shake, you should know our time's come. Some of you in this room may know this name. There's a lady, they called her Mother Jones. And when she was 83 years old, she was declared the most dangerous woman in America. Because her time had come. To the ghost of Woody Guthrie and to the soul of old Joe Hill, you should know our time has come. To the spirit of Emma Goldman and to the heart of Mother Jones, you should know our time has come. To stand up tall and raise our voices in every nation, in every tongue, and tell the ones who would lead us by promising fear, we're not afraid, no, our time has come. Ben Stowe, I'm looking at you, buddy. We're not afraid, no, our time has come. What's my favorite song? That's one of them. I mean, like, that I've written? Huh. Let me tune this beast right quick. My favorite song. Yeah, I can play that. My current favorite. And they're all, songs, it's so cliche and it's hilarious to say it, but the songs kind of end up being your, especially for a guy like me, pushing 40, still wearing jeans. Songs end up kind of becoming your babies. And so every time you write a new one, for at least a brief moment, it ought to be your favorite one in that moment, or start over. But right now, this is my favorite song of mine. I'll do a few more for you here, and then we'll give out some CDs and some T-shirts to the folks that came tonight. And to the folks that didn't come tonight, we won't. I'm not bitter. I'm just... Never mind. Yeah, there's really no defense for that. In the interest of not becoming, there's already one preacher in my family, and he is far more educated and smarter than me. So I'm not going to preach a whole lot, but on May 8th of 2015, I took an ambulance ride to Spring Harbor Hospital in Portland, Maine. After having consumed a lot of alcohol and then tried to commit suicide. And that's not a word that people are comfortable with, and I get it. We shouldn't be comfortable with that. But that's the TMZ moment, so I don't want to focus on that. What I would rather focus on is this particular song, and the fact that I'm still here. So anybody out there that's listening to this, I'm not preaching to you. I'm just telling you, if you feel like there's not hope, even now in the new America, there's still hope. So I wrote this song on Mother's Day this year, and it goes like this. I sat down by the curbside, just trying to find the courage to walk through the door. 'Cause I've been to your home so many times, but I've never been here before. And could I show you my scars, wounded heart? Am I even welcome here anymore? 'Cause it seems like I'll never get better, and this war rages on my brain, and this life, it just seems like sorrow, sorrow and pain. So I stood in the back, showered in stained glass, as the faithful they knelt to pray. And I called out to you, 'cause what else could I do? I said, is there anything left here to save? I heard your voice in the passing of a train. Oh, the wheels on the rails, like a constant refrain. You said, I know it seems like you'll never get better, but I promise it's all okay. Well, this life is a mystery. There's joy and there is sorrow, just like the roses and the rain. So when the hymns were all sung, bells had all rung, I left without saying a word. I turned my eyes up to the skies, and I knew that my voice had been heard. Even though I cursed your name every chance, every turn, just like the wounded we so often do. And still you said, I know it seems like you'll never get better, but I promise it's all okay. Well, this life is a mystery. There is joy and there is sorrow, just like the roses and the rain. Said, I know it seems like you'll never get better, but I promised all okay. Well, this life is a mystery of joy and of sorrow, just like the roses and the rain. Just like the roses and the rain, just like the roses and the rain. Well, I got 3 more songs for you, if that's all right. Yeah, well, I'm going to do them either way. I don't know if it's all right with you or not.
Well, I guess it's okay.
So I mentioned earlier about having brothers, and talked about Mike D and Spanish Johnny. Well, this is another guy who's a brother of mine, and he's getting ready to go on stage right now with his band Red Hornet and Rock. He might already be out there in Nashville doing that, and I hope so. But anyway, this is a song I wrote for my brother, Stephen Pinson. I remember staying up all night, radio playing story of my life. Two preacher kids getting high on doubt, praying for a chance just to figure it out. Known for our stumbles, known for our faults, raise our fist and we stand up tall. And like a train through a nowhere town, we never thought of turning around. Yeah, these tracks ain't made for that anyway. And cheap beer and nicotine, turn it up, let's cause a scene. It was you, it was me, it was Whites Creek, Tennessee, come on. There were some nights and some women we never should have met. It don't pay to live a looking back. Most of those times were pretty good. I wouldn't change them even if I could. So keep the radio up and the windows down. We'll do it all again when I'm back around. Cause like a train through a nowhere town, we never thought of turning around. Yeah, these tracks ain't made for that anyway. And cheap beer and nicotine, and turn it up, let's cause a scene. It was you, it was me, it was Whites Creek, Tennessee, come on. Like a train through a nowhere town, we never thought of slowing down. Yeah, but we weren't made like that anyway. And cheap beer and nicotine, and turn it up, let's cause a scene. It was you, it was me, it was Whites Creek, Tennessee. Thank you. That's awfully kind.
Ken Bailey would have broke at least one finger now.
At least, yeah. So yeah, this is a little different take on the Roses and Rain song, I guess, but it's about the same subject. And again, I don't want to preach, but I'm in the process of finalizing, hopefully, a nonprofit, and it's called Right Wolf Mental Health Services. And basically, I do the same thing that I'm doing now, but I go to churches, schools, living rooms, and share my story. But when you wind up in the hospital that way, the first few days are not all that pleasant. So anyway, yeah, a song called Doesn't Mean You're Free. Woke up on a Friday in the lost and found, with the rest of the broken hearts in the hospital gowns. And I was still hungover and still confused and feeling older than my age and rusted through. Oh, I took a look in the mirror, but I didn't see me. just these chains of regret and misery. Well, I was running so fast I couldn't see. Just 'cause you're running don't mean you're free. And Monday morning, I ain't looking too good. You know I only come back here 'cause I said I would. Now even in the hard times, I try to keep my word. And even when the coffee sucks and the feelings hurt, oh, I took a look in the mirror, but I didn't see me. Just these chains of regret and misery. I was running so fast I couldn't see. Just 'cause you're running don't mean you're free. I was always searching for a home, never knowing I was there all alone. But all my rambling, you know, I finally found my home is the space between here and the next town. Oh, I took a look in the mirror, but I didn't see me. Finally saw the man I dreamed I'd be. I'm still out running wild and free. That's the difference in fear and belief. Well, I'm still out running wild and free. But that's the difference in fear and belief. Thank you. All right, this one's about a girl. Hey, I've got to take a moment and thank Alan Ramsey, Shelby Preckless, Stephen, who I don't know his last name, the folks that run this place. This is a really, really cool space, and they have had some. You won't see a lot of press about it, but they've had some of the people that have influenced me in a great way throughout my life have been in these rooms and recorded music here. They're phenomenal at what they do, and they're even better people than they are at recording, whatever that means. Exactly. So thank you to them. Thank you to Kyle Childers, Jeremy Backus, and Shane Martin. My week didn't turn out exactly like I thought it would, so we didn't get enough time to really practice, and I apologize to them for that. But I'll be back. Bring your friends next time. I'll make some friends before then. Kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah. So I met this girl. I'm not gonna even really explain the circumstance. Yeah, I am. This guy named James that lives in Veneta. Shout out to James Seidenberger as well. I was out at my office, which if you follow me on Facebook at all, you'll know that that's a pond in on Logan Ranch in Vinita, Oklahoma. And anyway, I hadn't had a great day of writing, but I had a good day of getting right. And James showed up, and he was well within range also. And he's doing this thing on his phone, swippy swipey, and I'm not I'm not that old. I probably should have known. Anyway, this is a thing called Tinder. Hi, internet. And he put it on my phone, and I took a flyer on this really beautiful girl, thinking, well, what could that hurt? And now we hang out all the time. And one of the first times we got together, I don't even remember if it was me or her that said it, but we were at a place called Another Round in Tulsa. Shout out to you guys. And then they had the news on, which is a horrible idea these days. And to my recollection, she said something along the lines of, God, it feels like the whole world is on fire. That sounded pretty cool to me. So I wrote this about that, and more or less about her, really. Thanks for coming and listening tonight, guys. I'm Daniel Bailey, and I'll be back often. I hope you're able to come out. And, in fact, internet, I'll be at Dry Ground Brewery tomorrow night here in Paducah, starting at 8 o'clock. Shameless plug. Now I'll sing a really sentimental song about a girl. Darling, the world is on fire. Feels like the flames are closing in. I can't tell which way we should run. We got riots, we got snipers on the rooftops. They say it's easy, you just choose which side you're on. But it ain't easy, yeah. And tell me something different. Tell me something beautiful. Tell me it's okay if I fall. 'Cause I get the feeling that you could catch me when the world gets too big and I feel too small. So tell me something beautiful. Just tell me anything at all. Preacher on the TV, he says the world is gonna end. He seems hell-bent on making that dream come true. He can have his shades of gold, all the stars in his crown. I ain't going nowhere if you ain't coming too. So tell me something different, tell me something. Tell me it's okay if I fall. 'Cause I get the feeling that you could catch me when the world gets too big and I feel too small. Tell me something beautiful. Tell me anything at all. Darling, the world, it ain't on fire. No, that's just the fear closing in. So let's take our chance and turn off these TVs. And leave the pundits to their guessing games, pointing fingers and placing blame. Just take my hand and run with me. Tell me something different, tell me something beautiful. Tell me it's okay if I fall, 'cause I get the feeling that you can catch me when the world feels too big and I feel too small. Tell me something different, tell me something beautiful. Tell me it's okay if I fall, 'cause I get the feeling that you could catch me when the world gets too big and I feel too small. Tell me something beautiful, tell me anything. So all kidding aside, it's
Promise is 3.
oh, there you go. I thought I did 3. Did I not do 3?
I did. No, it's just 2.
Really? I'll come up with something.
Have to make one up.
There you go. I've done that before. Once again, shout out to Loud and Clear Studios in Paducah, Kentucky. If you want to come make a record that sounds really, really good, this is where you should do it. And it's always an honor and a privilege and the joy of my life to be able to play to be able to play. So thanks for coming and listening. This is an oldie but a goodie. Is that what they say? And this is going to sound really weird in a minute after I say this, but this one goes out to Jeremy Backus. Thanks again for being here, guys. She walks into a room just like she's walking out. She talks like a pistol, she's always shooting off at the mouth. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a professional. Shut up, Jeremy. I really don't even know how that happened, other than I'm slightly unprofessional. I got no more, buddy. I don't know what you want from me. So yeah, you're getting the same. So wait, can we cut the? Do we cut the feed now and then? Can you say action or something? Like take two, and then you do the clap thing, and then it's action, right? Cool. So what you're saying is you cut that part out. No one saw how I just completely obliterated my own song on the internet. Okay, so this is take 2. This will help. Well, that'll do something. So it's going to sound awkward in a minute when I play this song, but this one goes out to Jeremy Backus. She walks into a room just like she's walking out. She talks like a pistol. She's always shooting off at the mouth. Well done. Oh man, she feels like lightning, so bright with no place to go. Yeah, but she'll build into this flash across the skyline, and then like thunder she will roll. She said it's hard to believe in this mind over matter. When your mind says you don't matter at all. She said, is it so hard to believe that I could think that you were beautiful? And I said, yes. 'Cause I'm way too big to be feeling this small. Oh, I said, man, she feels like lightning, so bright with no place to go. Yeah, but she'll build into this flash across the skyline, and then like thunder she will roll. Yeah, boy, gonna watch her as she rolls. I said, dear Jesus, don't let all this religion cloud my judgment. And Jesus said, well, who in the hell were you to think that you could judge anyway? And I couldn't help but laugh at the passion in his voice, and I said, you know something, Jesus? That sounds just like something that girl would say. I said, man, she feels like lightning. He said, trust me, I know the type's so bright, but they think they've got nowhere to go, right? He said, watch her, man, because she's going to build into a flash. He said, a flash across the skyline. And then like thunder she will roll. He said, yeah, boy, gonna watch her as she rolls. Rockabye. Looks like we made it. Hey, thanks again, guys. I'll be back. I'll be back soon. Come on back out. We'll do this again, hopefully very soon. And also, again, I'm playing tomorrow night at Dry Ground Brewery in Paducah, Kentucky, from 8 to 11. Yeah, I think I nailed that one, bro. The first take didn't take. I'm not going for 3. Oh, that's a good point. Scratch that. Let's go back. Hey, no, seriously, thanks for coming out, guys. We got some T-shirts and a little EP of some unreleased tunes that you guys are entitled to for being here. So check that out before you get out of here. Thanks again. I'm Daniel Bailey. Come out and see me play sometime, guys. Yeah. Take care.
You guys in interweb, there's a PayPal link right below you. That is the virtual tip jar, and we all know that Daniel needs a little bit of gas money to get back to Oklahoma next week, right? Or 2 days. Yeah, so
something like that.
Down below.
Yeah.
Hit it up.
Yeah, check out the virtual tip jar situation down below and donate. Basically, whatever you have in savings, because nobody ever uses that. So just put that toward the virtual tip thing. Also, I would like to thank Ken and Jeannie Bailey for having friends. Good night.